And welcome to another episode of this tutorial series. In this episode, what we're going to be doing is making it so we can choose our main Blook or profile picture. So let's save our project as a fresh new copy. For this is episode 8. Welcome back, guys. So first things first, what we're going to be doing is grabbing some stuff out of our assets. And we only need to grab 3 things, unlike last time where we needed to grab like a lot of things. And yeah, let's just load them in. So the things that we're grabbing is this thing that says Blooks, the choose PFP, and of course PFP, which, if you do not know, stands for profile picture. So yeah. Well, first thing we're going to need to do, this code right here is when green flag clicked, forever, if else. If the backdrop equals stats, then what we're going to do is show set size to 30%. I think that's the best value. And go to an X position of -80 and a Y position of 135 right here. And also, yeah, and in the else we just put a hide. So also, before we test it out, in the backdrop sprite, go to the stats and shift right arrow this thing 2 times. If you're on mobile, I'm sorry. And also for this text sprite right here, in the code, set the X position to -30, and in the button sprite, go to X position of 2. So let's just go test that out, and I'm lagging. So click the green flag, go here, and boom. Also, the reason why we have the bot pack Blooks is for the future, it would make everything just that tiny bit easier. So yeah. Now, let's make it so you could actually choose your profile picture. So, yeah, before we do that, we need to in this forever loop right here, we need to add a switch costume to profile. So make that new variable. This part is going to be very similar to the Blook part, or yeah, like right here, when you click on the Blooks, it's going to be pretty similar to that, but not exactly. It'll just be super similar. So, right here, for this Blook sprite right here, when green flag clicked, forever, switch costume to thing. The thing is, we have 3 costumes right here: down, up, and thing. The thing is, we're gonna make it so you could switch the Blooks, and we were gonna have to hard code it if we wanted to do scrolling and hard code. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. Hard coding means like you can we have to do a different bit of code for every single thing, which sucks because we'd have to write the same script 66 times, and that would be very, very boring. So, right here, in this PFP sprite, before we go any farther, when this sprite clicked, set Blook to main. The reason why we're doing this is so we could get that black background that happens when you click on the Blook. And also, we're going to need to broadcast a new message, with that being choose main Blooks. Like that. So, yeah, and also, right here, what we're going to do is if else. If Blook equals main, right here, then what we're gonna do is show, otherwise we hide. And also what we're gonna do to fix layering issues is go backwards 3 layers after going to the front layer in this forever loop right here. So let's just go test that out. So when we click on this, yep, perfect, it pops up. And also this is in front, which is exactly what we do not want. So it's just an easy fix by clicking go to back layer. Nice. Now there's an issue. This thing is too much far behind, so probably gonna go backwards 2 layers. We may have to change it later because we're gonna have a lot of layers with a lot of clones, of course. So now let's make the Blooks show up, and this part is gonna be pretty complicated. So let's start with when green flag clicked, hide. Like that. And when I receive choose main Blooks, we will make a new custom block called load from without screen refresh. This is important to have it with run without screen refresh. It will be very, very useful. So now what we're going to do is get a set size to 15%, and we go to front layer, and what we're going to do is go to negative 105 and Y position of 145, and we're going to switch costume. Okay, so we're just going to make 3 costumes. They're just going to be empty, so just make 3 costumes. Or for how much Blooks you have, like say you have 60, like if you have any Blooks that have a decimal or a multiple of 6, that means you're good, you don't have to make any. But I have like 63 and I need 3 more to make the next decimal, which is 66. So all the decibels will be labeled up on screen right now. So yeah, and now we're just going to switch costume to costume 3 right here. And we're going to repeat 9 times to repeat 6 times. What we're going to do is next costume, change X by 32, and create clone of myself. And also below, what we're going to do is set X to negative 105, or if you're not using, if you do not have the same positions, you just use this number right here and change Y by negative 32. Thing is, feel free to play around with these assets. If you're making your own Blooks, I definitely recommend you to use a size of 180 at least. So, shall we give it a test? But first, before we do that, we need to make the clones actually show. So, when I start as a clone, what we're going to do for now is show. Let's test it out. Click the green flag. And yeah, it does show, but there's an issue. It's not going to front layer. See, it just temporarily goes to front layer, and it doesn't. So that's why we're just going to make a forever loop, and we're just going to set, or basically just these 2 scripts again. Like this is just a lock safe prevention, like an extra debug. And we're just going to go forward 100 layers. There we go. It's all working. And I think I made the X position the wrong X position. So I'm just probably going to do, yeah, negative 108 is good. But there's an issue. What we're going to do right here in black screen, oh wait, we already have it there. That's good. So when I receive debug right here, we will, where's it? Gosh, I can't find it. Repeat 10, delete this clone. So yeah, all the clones show and get deleted. And I forgot to change this X position right here. And you know what? Actually, we don't need to change that at all. I see that the distance is pretty farther or whatever. We need to change X by 30. Now feel free to play around with any of these positions right here. So yeah, next thing what we're gonna do is make it so you can actually choose your main block. So we're just gonna get an if else. Oh wait, we don't need to get that if else, not just yet, but we're gonna need to get an if. If we get two ands, so if all blocks contain costume name, that makes it so you could see if you obtain or if you have that item. So yeah, we're gonna, and also mouse down and touching mouse pointer. Then what we're gonna do is set profile to costume name. Also, we're gonna set Blook to the empty value, and of course, we're gonna broadcast debug. So nice. The thing is, well, we're gonna have to reset the project for this by clicking the green flag, and when you click on here, when you choose the main block, oh wait, right now it doesn't work because we don't have the costume name, but normally it would work. So wait a minute. Oh, my mistake. We need to switch it to join PFP / costume name. My bad. Now let's give it a test, shall we? Yep, we can switch to any block we want. Nice. Now we're just gonna put these scripts back in right here, and where is it? In this space pack blocks thing right here, we're just gonna temporarily remove that code, put this if else check here, and put that code back in, and we'll just put it right here. Amazing. So, like, as you saw, if you don't have that block, it will go black. Okay, so now the next thing we're gonna do is make it so you could choose more main blocks. So let's make a new variable called PFP _ shown for all sprites. And what we're gonna do is, first of all, we're just gonna need the debug, the clone debug, because this new Scratch update like sucks a lot. But actually, it's not new anymore. And what we're gonna do is right here, create clone of myself. Right here in this show, and in another, when I start as clone, what we do is go to front layer and go backwards one layer. Okay, so for a debug option, what we do is set PFP shown to 1. Okay, nice. And right here, this part is complicated. We're gonna write a bit of code right here. So if else, PFP shown equals 1. Then if mouse down and touching mouse pointer, broadcast a new message, debug PFP, and we will set PFP shown to 2. And also right here, we switch costume to down, and we could just duplicate that and switch costume to up and set PFP shown to 1. And before we test that out, we need to actually make it so what happens if the PFP shown equals a thing. So get this whole script and put it into the if else, and just duplicate this script, and right here switch costume to spaceship, and we need to set the X position, or not the X, we need to set the Y to 112, and we only need to repeat 2 times. Times right here, and of course that's if PFP shown equals 1. And just before we test that for debugging, duplicate the script right here, repeat 2 times right here, broadcast, choose main Blook. Under debug PFP, make sure to do that. So yeah, let's test it out. Okay, so it's not working. Let's see. So right now, currently, we're just gonna disable the script right here, like that. So the reason why, I'm pretty sure, oh yeah, we're also just gonna temporarily set the brightness to 0. Okay, the reason why I think it may not be working is probably the layering. Right here, we need to go to front layer. Yeah, there we go. And boom, it all works. So we're just gonna re-enable these scripts right here. And we need to go back here. And nice. This episode is coming to an end. There's one last thing we need to do. So basically the common blocks. If you have any common blocks like me, or planning on add any of them, then you could just do the scripts right here. And I'm just gonna cut this part out of the video. Okay, so we are pretty much finished. So yeah, let's just go quickly just test this out for the common blooks. And yep, we're all done. You know something that you should have done? You should have been done with hitting that subscribe button, baby. Yeah! Because we absolutely demolished 1K, and now we're starting to say it's on 2K. Let's go! Okay, back to something that you should have done. So yeah, it all works out nicely. Expect many bugs because, like, when I was doing the beta version, yeah, it was still pretty buggy. So I probably might fix them later, or probably will just completely forget about them. So yeah. So yeah. Goodbye.